All right, overnight, Israel launched new strikes in Gaza. The enclave's Hamas-run Health Ministry claims that a foreign national was killed and 4 others were injured in an attack on a UN site in central Gaza. Israel's military has denied it struck that UN compound. So for more on this, I'm joined by CBS News foreign correspondent Ramy Inocencio, who's in Tel Aviv. So what are you learning, Ramy?
Vlad, hi, and good morning there. While Gaza's health ministry says that 1 foreign national was killed, the UN said in a statement, quote, that reports are coming in that a UN ops colleague has been killed in a detonation, but it added it was also understood there are at least 5 other additional casualties, several of whom are very severely injured, and that the location had apparently been deconflicted with the IDF. This UN compound we're talking about is in Deir al-Bala in the central part of the Strip. Those workers, we understand, are now getting treatment. What's notable is that the UN is now not directly blaming the IDF for those deaths so far, and that the circumstances are unclear. Separately, up and down the Strip, the IDF is saying that it did target other places. What it says is 1 Hamas military site in the southern Al-Mawasi humanitarian zone near the border with Egypt. All told, we understand that at least 13 people have been killed, at least 2 civilians and several children.
Let me ask you about the fighting that has resumed, Ramy, what you've been seeing, the reaction, what that is in Israel itself. What are you learning?
Yeah, well, from the families and the supporters of hostages we've been talking to, it's anger, it's exasperation, it's fear that this renewed bombing, now in its 2nd day, will kill their loved ones. We spoke to an IDF spokesman just yesterday on this, and he said that while his heart goes out to those hostage families, he claimed that history shows that military pressure could bring back hostages. His quote there. Off of that, we also spoke to a retired IDF general who flatly disagreed with that IDF spokesman. This is Israel Ziv. Take a listen.
Look, we know over a year now that military pressure does not bring back the hostages, and in some cases the other way. It kills hostages. So, to my opinion, unfortunately, if we keep on just with those raids and attacks, I think we're going to see more hostages dead.
And that's from a general with 3 decades of experience. He commanded Israeli forces inside Gaza. Despite this, Netanyahu has doubled down on military action. We know, Vlad, we are expecting more strikes in the coming days.
That is a remarkable statement, as you say, Ramy, from a former military IDF commander. Really remarkable. Thanks for sharing that with us. Appreciate it. All right, so let's get some more context. Let's bring in Andrew Borene. He's a senior fellow at the National Security Institute at George Mason University. So you just heard that soundbite. It strikes me, look, when you are in the military, as you perhaps know, you take and you follow orders from the commander-in-chief. But it strikes me that now that he's retired or he's out of the military, he's freely speaking his mind, and his mind is of the mindset that I've heard a lot of former military commanders, Israeli and other, suggesting that this kind of you can't bomb people into submission. You can certainly win wars if enough people, I guess, perish in that war. But in this case, there seems to be just as many Hamas members as there were before October the 7th. So what do you think of that statement from that general?
Yeah, I can't speak to the general statement. I'm just seeing it for the very first time. I think what we saw can't be viewed in a vacuum. Yemeni Houthis, also supported by an Iranian state-sponsored ecosystem of terror throughout the Middle East, fired a missile into Israel about 24 hours ago. And I think this needs to be looked at as not only Hamas, but that broader Iranian axis of resistance, Iranian-backed network of terrorist groups that includes Hamas, Palestinian Islamic Jihad, Hezbollah. And sadly, I mean, really sadly, tragically, it appears that the ceasefire phase 1 is over, and it's tragic to see that probably phase 2 is dead on arrival as of today.
So then, all right, if you can't react to that general statement, why do you think then Israel has decided to take this action now?
So I think if you go back to October 7th, and you assess the statements of the world community at large, of the Israeli people, when Hamas launched really, really horrific terrorist attacks, the statements were made, we are going to do 2 things. 1, free the hostages, and 2nd, destroy Hamas, preventing them ever from launching another attack of that nature. So I think frequently a lot of the analysis focuses on only free the hostages, but leadership in Israel has to balance that with their also stated objective of the destruction of Hamas. And so, I mean, it's a difficult, horrible situation. Wars are not good for anyone. But it seems to me that perhaps that pillar of destruction of Hamas is gaining ground in Israeli political leadership. And perhaps free the hostages may not be the primary focus of these military attacks.
Very interesting. Andrew Borene, thank you very much. Appreciate it, sir.